Earlier today, the Faculty of Social Sciences of the University of Guyana held a public symposium in observance of International Day for the Elimination of Violence Against Women at the Berbice Campus. Sasha Ramsaran reports.
On the occasion of International Day for the Elimination of Violence Against Women, which is being observed today, November 25th, a public symposium was held at the University of Guyana Berbice Campus earlier today. In the absence of UG's acting Vice-Chancellor, Dr. Barbara Reynolds, Ms. Paulette Henry delivered a few remarks, followed by Mr. Suresh Sugrim, President of the New Jersey Arya Samaj Humanitarian Mission.
Nothing should be locked away and be hidden away in such a way that it causes you pain and hurt. If you are finding that something is hurting you so badly, you need to find somebody, tell somebody, and that's the problem. We get ashamed. But there's no shame when anyone is abusing you. You know as students some of your friends who are being abused. And that should not happen. When you allow that to happen, then you become a part of the problem. Tell somebody.
The humanitarian mission of the New Jersey Arya Samaj is located in Region 6. Our goal is to break the cycle of poverty through education and empowerment and to create jobs for the less fortunate. Are we ready for that challenge into this region? Our mothers and sisters and our daughters, are you ready to be educated? Without education, you're a lost soul. Education is the key to unlock the doors to poverty, brothers and sisters. I want to challenge you here today on this day. You have the power within you to stop it. You can make the change you want to see within you as an individual.
Deputy Commander of B Division Police, Mr. Errol Watts, in his address to a gathering of students, educators, and special invitees, encouraged women to be more careful when entering into relationships.
Take time to know the man that you're going to have a relationship with. Don't jump into a relationship without knowing who you're going into a relationship with. The man is going to pretend initially, but then you take time to know that man, right? You will find out that you cannot be like cow down all the time, dry on top and wet at the bottom. So take time, don't jump into relationships. And there are lots of risk involved when you jump into sexually transmitted disease and all the things are showing now. So you have to be wise.
He further went on to explain how the police deals with cases of domestic violence.
The law requires us under the Domestic Violence Act that we have a separate book at each station to ensure that we record so we can have a proper and accurate record of all domestic violence reported in our system. That's the first thing. Secondly, domestic violence matters are not dealt with in inquiries office. From the time you go to the police and you report case of domestic violence, and you need to indicate that only to the police. So they will know this is a domestic violence situation. And domestic violence, you need to understand this, is if there is a home, husband, wife, children, sibling, and they're living under the same roof, and there is issue of violence, and violence does not only mean physical. You must understand this also.
The event was punctuated with a few songs and dances.
Every woman has the right to be treated with respect. Love her till the end, but don't put her to death. Men rise up, you see we have a big problem. Domestic violence is not your best friend. Now if you wanna be a successful woman, put your mind to it. Put your mind to it, ooh yeah. If you wanna be a successful woman, put your mind to it. Time
never runs out of me, no. Your love never fails, it never gives up, never runs out of me. Your love never fails, it never gives up, it never runs out of me.
The feature address was delivered by Honorable Madam Sita Nagamutu.
Domestic violence is faceless, colorless, and classless, and it discriminates against none. It rears its ugly head in the most unexpected of circles, in the homes of both rich and poor, and it brings destruction on the fabric of society, family, and peace in subtle and obvious ways. We must no longer be passive and allow this to go on. This nightmare must end, and we all must join hands to bring this to an end.
Mrs. Nagamutu further went on to say,
there is nothing remotely exhaustible about domestic violence occurring anywhere or at any time. Absolutely no justification exists. Domestic violence, in all its manifestations, is an abhorrent crime, punishable under the law of our land. Whatever form it might assume, domestic violence is repugnant to human life and freedom, and it diminishes the impact of whatever gains that have been made to promote better family units, peaceful homes, and generally gender equality. This problem requires a collective effort by no less than all stakeholders. Our academics can help us to understand the issues and to adopt approaches leading to effective solutions. Social workers and religious leaders can lend themselves to providing professional assistance and moral and spiritual comfort to families suffering from the devastating impacts of domestic violence.
An exhibition was also held at the campus by public entities and NGOs. The theme for the 2015 16-day campaign against domestic violence is From Peace in the Home to Peace in the World, Make Education Safe for All. Sasha Ramsaran reporting for Channel 8 News.